I mean, I would often look at magazines and see a glimpse of you and an update and when you got married and your daughters. And so for me, I guess I'm surprised to hear anyone believe that it ruined the Jayne Kennedy that I admire, the Jayne Kennedy that Gail and Oprah, as you talk about in the book, told you that you're a game changer.
Well, maybe it was because you didn't really think that, and maybe the whole country didn't think that, but I did. And that was key.
How did you recover from believing that?
I don't even know, because it was 10 years that I hated myself. My daughters saved me. I mean, literally, they saved me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to hide. I didn't talk to any of my friends for 10 freaking years. And
for those of you that doesn't understand what she's talking about, in the 1990s, between her and her husband, an adult tape surfaced. And even though other people didn't come down on her, often we are our biggest enemy. And she came down on herself. You know, I guess it was hard for her to show her face to friends and family. That's why she stayed away from them. She maybe created an assumption about what other people saw her. Maybe she thought that they saw her differently. I don't know. I didn't go through it. But let me know in the comments, have you ever been through a situation where you were your own worst enemy?
And we got a call from the Image Award people, and they asked Bill, you know, we want you and Jayne to present an Image Award for the best play. And he knew that I was going to say no, but he came and asked me anyway. And he came into the room and he said, Jayne, they want us to present. He said, I can cancel. You know, I can just call him and tell him it's going to happen. And I didn't say anything. And he started and he turned away, and I kind of whispered, yes.
Yes. And that was the breakthrough moment.
It was time. And so we show up at the Image Awards. And I'm backstage freaking out because I'm saying, I can't do this. I couldn't look people in the eye anymore. Oh, God. Oh. I just couldn't, you know. And as I sat backstage, as I standing backstage, I'm looking for a window and exit. Okay, where's an exit door? Where's a window? You know, can I hide in the curtains? I tried to hide in the curtains. And then Bill came over to me and he said, it's time to go on stage. And he dragged me on stage, and I'm trusting him. And he took me up the steps, and he threw away the speech. And he got to the microphone and he said, I want to thank the NAACP for bringing my wife out of the house.
Please correct me if I'm wrong. And trust me, I am often wrong. At least that's what my wife tells me. She said she couldn't be around friends and family, you know. And if I'm not mistaken, that's how anxiety works, you know. You create images in your head of what people think or how they view you or what may happen. And those images make you go crazy. And then from those images or assumptions, and then you just choose to stay away from everyone. Please tell me if I'm on to the right track, or am I close to it, or am I way off?
And that's when I started my journey of healing. But I don't know how, I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I happened upon this small church. And I'd driven by it many times before. I went inside, the lights were glowing yellow in this choir practice on a Thursday night. And after everyone left, I went to the minister, who was a total stranger, and I said, I need help. I need you to tell me how to forgive. And he said, you know, these things are handy. And he gave me a handkerchief. and I said, he said, do you want to talk about this? I said, yes. And we scheduled a meeting twice a week for 6 weeks. And when I finally realized I had to forgive myself.
Right.
I remember a couple weeks back, I was telling some friends and family members that even though for some people it's easy to share information with friends and family, but overall it's always easier, or at the least I feel it like it is, to share information with complete strangers. When it comes to sharing information with people most people will have to worry about what do those people think of you, or do they see you differently? Whereas you may think the same way when it's a complete stranger, but with the stranger, you have a bigger chance of never seeing them again. So therefore, you can brush it off like it's no big deal. Not saying the information you shared isn't a big deal. I mean, the fact that they are a complete stranger and them trying to pass judgment on you is no big deal. Please tell me your thoughts about this video in the comments. Did I say anything hurtful, or do you grasp what I mean? Please share this video with anyone you deem necessary. Don't forget to like, watch the video, and watch many other videos, and subscribe to the channel.